Okay, just a quick video showing the difference of how the Dropbox integration behaves in the original experience of Blackboard versus the Ultra experience in Blackboard Learn. First, let's start with the original experience. So I'm in a course on a Blackboard Learn server. This is the original experience. I'm in a content area, and there's a couple different ways that you can link in Dropbox content into a course. So I'm in as an instructor. If you go to build content, I can go to item, and I'm using item because that's a common example. But any place where the visual text box editor appears and or this attachments row appears, you can use the Dropbox integration. So I could do it here in the VTBE, and I would do that by using the third row mashups button, hitting Dropbox. It'll pull up and this is coming from the building block, the Dropbox building block. I hit browse Dropbox. If I'm not signed in, it'll ask me to sign in. If I'm already signed in, I can go browse my Dropbox folder and I could find something I want. So let's say I'm going to link to this file. I hit choose. The name comes over. I hit submit and it pops the link into the box. There's another way I can do it, which is browse cloud storage. So when I click that, because I've already used Dropbox before in this environment, it pulls up directly to my Dropbox account. However, using the browse cloud storage, I can also go to the accounts tool and decide to connect to any one of these services or all of them if I want to. You can see my Dropbox one is already associated because I did that previously. I can close this out, pick it again, relog in, or add more, but I can always just navigate Dropbox from here and do the exact same thing. So I'll go into my folder again, and this time I'll pick a different document just to show what it might look like that's different. So I'll pick this image here. I'll hit select, and that's going to come in under the attachments file. Both of these are still linking to my Dropbox account. It's just they show up in a little bit different ways. Again, any place the visual text box editor, that third row appears, commonly used by instructors, but also this attachments area wherever the browse cloud storage button appears, and that can happen a lot for students as well in places like the discussion board or browsing for an assignment submission, those kinds of things. But in the end, it's the same thing. So I can hit submit, and I'm going to have links to my Dropbox files. So you're going to see them, what they look like once they're submitted. So here is the bottom, and I've just attached them in two different ways, both of these coming from Dropbox. That was the original experience. Let's take a look at the Ultra experience. So I'm going to go to a different browser. I'm logged into an Ultra course also as an instructor, and here's the way it works. So I'm going to click the little plus, and I'm going to choose the cloud storage option here. And when I click cloud storage, this looks very similar to what you saw earlier, but in this case, I've not yet associated. So I'm going to pick Dropbox, and then it's going to ask me to sign in if I haven't already. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in, and then it's going to show me my Dropbox Chooser, where I can choose from the files that are my Dropbox account, much like you saw in the previous example. So let me go through and allow this. And this is all first-time stuff that you see here. The second time you do this, it doesn't ask you any questions. So I can go to Blackboard, and I can go back in, and I can pick from any folder. Let's use the same one again. And I will pick the same file. I hit select, and it's going to add in that Dropbox link right here into the content in this course. There it is, and it's adding into the course now. And then once it's done, I can click on it, and it'll open up and render. But those are the differences about how it might look back and forth between Ultra experience and the original experience.